fast forward a little bit of time. I don't see this guy hardly ever again. I can't remember another meaningful conversation with this guy. And my friend texts me one day and he says, "Hey, you remember his name? I'm not going to say his name, but, well, he just committed suicide today." And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, he hung himself." And I was like, "Whoa." Like, and the first thing I can think of is this last interaction that I had with this guy. And I'm thinking, this is the point where I'm like, I feel like God was saying, "Hey, look at what you're doing here. Like, open your eyes, man." And it was a little bit of a wake up call in a way. I don't know. It was just like wild. Like, I just remember thinking, like, I hope I didn't, there was a little bit of guilt there, but it wasn't like I was trying to push it away a little bit. And then it just kind of sunk in, like, man, you might have caused, not that I caused him to do what he did, but I could have contributed to the unhappiness he was feeling just by not caring about his feelings, not caring about the person that he was. And maybe he'd still be around if I was just being his friend instead of using him for whatever purpose I had used him for. So that was kind of a wake up call for me, and showed me, what I was doing was exactly the thing that I didn't like, and it also has some major consequences, even involving, the suicide and everything. It was just uh, kind of a realization that God used through his death, as terrible as it was, brought me out of it and around. You kind of saw him during my whole experience. I was getting bullied and I was really upset, and he was there. He took me out of school. Not liking the situation I'm in, and then I go to the cafe and he solves that problem for me. After that, I start being a bully, and through this horrible thing that happened, he opens my eyes to the fact that I'm being a horrendous person and that I need to change myself. Either in the bad, in the good, and all the way through the process, he's looking out for me no matter what. And hopefully I'm not perfect at this point in my life yet, but I'm a heck of a lot better than I was back then, I think.